in years past. But of course, the gratifying thing is that we are seeing improvement in quality leadership, some quality leadership that we are seeing around us. But rather than some of these, rather than us describing some of this leadership as in question of by saying that it's only some, we need a lot more of them. If we have a lot more of them, then we won't be raising too many questions about growth and development, or about diversion of public funds, or about inefficiency or lack of productivity in public spaces. Things will be going on seamlessly. What we need to be concerned about are the little things that we see people in developed countries are concerned about. Some of the things that they worry about in the UK, in the US, for instance, are things that sometimes when you hear them, you begin to wonder, when are we going to get to this stage? In the UK, for instance, you see government officials being worried about the time that buses take to arrive at bus station. That 5 minutes is too late, let's reduce it to 2 minutes. The time the ambulance will take to get to his place when they are called, 5 minutes is too much, let's reduce it to 2 minutes, 3 minutes. With the time that police will take when there's an emergency call, it shouldn't be more than 10 minutes. 10 minutes is too dangerous. Crime will have happened. The criminal will have disappeared. Let's reduce it to 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. When are we going to get to those stage? In this stage, we are talking about non-availability of these facilities in the first instance, or maybe a reduced availability, before we even begin to talk about the time of arrival of the facility.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there. You see?
No, I'm saying that we can get there if our leaders are...
Because we won't forget about the issue of election if we go that way. But Prof started his intervention by probably making some allusion to, the Yoruba proverb that when you see a street is calm, the troublesome boy has not woken up. But I understand that. Yes. We'll soon we'll come back to about the politics very shortly, because there's some interventions we wanted to make in terms of the uniqueness of that city itself, even the way the king is, the way the monarch is chosen itself is a kind of, oligarchy, and the ruling houses and all that, and the entrenched politics, even from the different, quarters in that city itself, is unique. We'll be listening to Ayomiko in the course of the day to see how things pan out there. But let's quickly go to Abeokuta and see our reporter there very quickly. Are you ready? And what is happening in the city of Olumorok? That's Yemi Dalemo.
Well, yes, Abeokuta is actually ready for the governorship and House of Assembly elections. Unlike at Ward 13, Unit 18, Abeokuta South Local Government Primary School in Agoba now, and everybody is almost set. The INEC officials arrived early to this place, unlike what we have during the previous National Assembly elections, when there was a bit delay for the material to get to the polling unit. But now, the INEC officials are ready, the equipment are here, and even the electorate too, they are already in this place, ready to exercise their franchise. In this polling unit, we have 616 registered voters, and last election, not all of them voted, but I have with me the presiding officer for this polling unit, Kudrat Taufik. She's going to tell us what happened and their preparedness for this election. The PO.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name.
So how ready are you for this election?
We are ready. We are 100% ready for the election, because as you can see, we came early. We have all our materials ready. We are just waiting for the official time to start the election, which is 8:30.
The other time, the beavers really worked well, and now are you sure that everything is going to work well in this unit?
Okay, the other time we did not have any issue with our beavers. Everything worked out perfectly here. Our beavers, the election, there was no trouble. Everything was fine last year, and we hope that this time too, everything will be fine.
616 registered voters are in this polling unit. How many of them came out during the last election, and why?
The last election, we had 127, probably due to low turnouts. So we hope that this time around we have enough, like a better turnout this time around.
We are looking for a better turnout this time around. One of the electorates who is ready to exercise his franchise is also here. Your name, sir?
Good morning. My name is Honorable Alentilo Oluwafemi Wilfred.
Okay. So you came before the time?
Yes, it has been my duty as a rightful Nigerian to cast his or her vote. So I have to come and perform my civic duty. So that was why I came earlier. And to avoid any rushing, I want to quickly cast my vote and relax.
Thank you. Another woman is ready to exercise her franchise. She's going to tell us.
Orúkọ mi ni Àyìndé Bọ́sẹ̀. Àwọn olùdìbò àwọn dé ní àsìkò tí wọ́n dé wọ́n tètè dé. Àwa náà dọ́tà tí ń di ìbò wa ní ibi báyìí kò sí wàhálà kò sí ìdààmú. Déédéé ni ìbò wa ń lọ kò sẹ́nìkan tí ó bára wọn jà.
Ẹ̀yin náà kí ló tètè dé?
Torí ìbò ni mo ṣe tètè dé.
She had just told us that she came early to this polling unit to exercise her franchise because she wanted to actually vote for the candidates of her choice. Madam.
Good morning. I'm Mrs. Abbas from Bodiolude. I came here to cast my vote as a Nigerian. I've been here around 6:30 to cast my vote.
Around 6:30?
Yes.
Okay. You want to tell us the early arrival of INEC officials and the materials to this polling unit?
Yes, we really appreciate them because even the last election that we did here, it go free and fair. There's no any violence. And when we came here this morning, even some of us meet them here. So we thank them that, and we know that all what is going to happen here, there's no going to any violence at this polling unit.
Also issues with the beavers then?
Not at all, not at all. So everything, even the beavers really fast than the one that we are doing before. You get the one, when we are voting before first they will first of all checking your name, accreditation, but all that one is not there now. But the beavers is very fast, and we really enjoy the beavers.
The electorates are actually ready in spirit to exercise. The security officers are also here, and everything is set, and they are ready to exercise their franchise here in Abeokuta.
Thank you very much, Yemi
Since I got to
Dalemo.
the studio.
Thank you very much, Yemi Dalemo. You have interviewed everybody except me, but I appreciate you for that one. We've seen what has happened here. In fact, we were talking about South, and then Ibadan. But in those cases, they were deploying. At this stage now in Abeokuta, the officials are on ground, even waiting now for the commencement. And at least that speaks to the narrative. Prof was raising some issues that we should wait, because some of the times we are too early in. But as it is now, at least 4 centers, we've been to 4 centers already in the course of this hour. It's looking, at least we could be a bit optimistic, at least for now.
Yes, even before the start of the process, we have always tried to build confidence, and it's a mark of confidence in the process that a voter would go to the polling unit at 6:30, even knowing that the process, is going to commence at 8:30. I think what we have seen from that polling unit in Abeokuta is remarkable. But as people who work with data, we don't just want to base our conclusions on anecdotes. While we are optimistic, while we hope that, there is a lot more improvement in the process, we want to see the data from across, all, from a vast majority of the polling units for us to now be able to make clear conclusions about, the quality of the process, the level of participation in the process, and how the citizens themselves, who are the ones who would take their time out there today, go out, to vote for candidates of their choice, how they also perceive the process. So let's maybe get to a critical mass of maybe a similar situation.
Just to acquit myself from my early optimism. We were the ones who first broke that issue also the last time out, if Prof will remember. Of course, the FCT is not part of this process this time, but we were there. Our reporter, Negin Fireface, was in Lugbe when there was no
I remember.
material, nothing,
Yes.
and it was the first person to break that. Then we were just having this, and then we went to him. We had that, and then we went elsewhere as well to get this. So we will have our reporters. It's just that I would have probably sent him back to that same spot if FCT was. But let's hear from Michael Olaleye. Michael Olaleye, where are you at this time? And you are at the Center of Excellence. Well, exactly where are you in Lagos? And what is happening?
Fesayo, is a very cold morning in Lagos, right here at Victoria Island, where actually there are 4 polling units at trackable distance here.